Hello everybody! Do not worry, your time of despair and uncertainty has finally come to an end, for it is finally time for me, the great all-foreseeing prophet of the internet, to come and save your Worlds 2022 pick'ems from utter embarrassment and failure. Even though, especially you who have seen my previous predictions from previous years, even though my predictions have always hit the nail on the head, so to speak, and have always been 100% correct, because why wouldn't they be? I am an expert after all. In the end, I am a fat, hard-stuck Platinum 4 Darius main, so that makes my points automatically invalid for some of you. And if you wanna know what sources I use to gather my limitless knowledge and information, here they are. And as you can see, I am wearing the LEC merch shirt, so of course I must know what I'm talking about. And if I see one comment in the comments section saying that this guy clearly doesn't know what he's talking about, I have followed PP Poo Poo Gaming's entire history from fucking 1900s, and their jungler's strengths clearly overweigh. Shut the fuck up. Now, with all that shit out of the way, we can finally get into the meat of things. The play-in stage, where the, one could say, lesser teams compete on who can proceed to the actual main event group stage. If you are confused on how this play-in bracket works, do not worry, I am also dumb as fuck, but I read Wikipedia, so here is the brief summary on how the shit works. Both groups A and B play a single round robin, meaning they play each other in the group once, and the bottom two teams get knocked out automatically, and the first in the group gets seeded into the group stage automatically, but the rest have to fight their way through, meaning the third and second from both Group A and Group B play best of 5 series against each other, and the winner of that series plays a best of 5 series against the opposite group's second seed. And those winners go to the group stage, which makes 4 teams go out of play-ins. Yes. So let's get going with the teams. In Group A we have Europe's Fnatic, Japan's Detonation Focus Me. From North America we have Evil Geniuses. Then from Oceania we have Chiefs Esports Club. Then from the PCS region we have Beyond Gaming, and finally from Brazil we have Loud. And then in Group B we have DRX from Korea, RNG from China, Mad Lions from Europe, Isurus from Latin America, Saigon Buffalo from Vietnam, and the Istanbul Wildcats from Turkey. There we have the teams. Now let's go over Group A first. At the bottom of the barrel, I confidently believe that Loud from Brazil is the weakest one in Group A, despite there being Robo in the top lane who plays Darius, and I am very fond of Darius, so I would like to Robo to play Darius. And then we have Tinones in the mid lane, which I remember him from Kaboom from like 2014 when they shat on Alliance and destroyed their Worlds run, so that's pretty cool. But I think Loud is the weakest, so they go to the bottom, probably not winning a single game. I watched one K-Droll clip where he said that Chief Esports Club from Oceania is shitting on everybody in scrims, so that automatically takes them to the first place, so they advance to the group stage automatically. Detonation Focus Me from Japan has proven in the recent years that they are a fairly competent minor region team, so I believe that they can take the second seed from Group A. Oh, Fnatic, my beloved, why would you implode again right before Worlds? Why do you have to do this? Fnatic is a bot-centered team, I think, with Upset and Hylissang, So they both not being able to probably play at play-ins due to having COVID-19. Yippee-ki-yay. It saddens me a lot, but I think with that all the rest except for Loud would be stronger in Group A, so I have to put Fnatic out of the tournament with being the second last. Next we have Evil Geniuses from NA. They also are missing a member. They are missing Danny, their AD carry, who has been really good but has some issues, so he cannot play at Worlds, which is really unfortunate. So I will place them in the middle, third last. They will still move on to the play-in knockout stage, but yes, they will be third last. And then finally I will place Beyond Gaming above Evil Geniuses, but below Detonation Focus Me. And here we have Group A completed. Let's move to Group B. I think it is pretty obvious who wins Group B. It is RNG from China. They are just miles ahead of everybody, except for DRX might be a little closer than everybody else. But yeah, RNG wins and DRX comes in second. That is the thing. And then Isurus from Latin America is dog shit. They go down to the bottom, won't win a single game. But then we do have an interesting battle between Saigon Buffalo, Mad Lions and Istanbul Wildcats. There's a fun thing with Mad Lions and a Turkish team. If you don't remember, I think it was 2020 when Mad Lions didn't get out of play-ins when they lost to a Turkish team in the play-ins. And Armut played in the Turkish team and Mad Lions was like, if you cannot beat them, take them to our team, and now Armut plays in Mad Lions. That was really fun. So I think Mad Lions will have a curse against the Turkish team, so they will go really close head to head. And I am fairly certain that Mad Lions, Saigon Buffalo and Wildcats will have a three-way tie for the last two places, and one will get relegated. My magic crystal ball says that Saigon Buffalo will be the one getting relegated, with Mad Lions being the third last and then Isurus Wildcats being the third place. Yes, that is Group B. Then we move into the play-in knockout stage, where firstly we have from Group A Evil Geniuses versus Beyond Gaming. Just based on the fact that when I checked Beyond Gaming's roster, I didn't recognize any name, so just based on that, EG will move on, relegating Beyond Gaming out of the tournament. And then from Group B we have a legendary match, Mad Lions versus Istanbul Wildcats. This time Mad Lions will conquer their demons and defeat Istanbul Wildcats moving forward. But then, unfortunately for all you NA fans, EG will face DRX from Group B, and that will not be pretty. EG will get wiped and DRX moves to the group's stage. And then Mad Lions will move to face Detonation Focus Me for the last spot in groups. This will be a tough one because Mad Lions hasn't won any best of fives before Worlds. Of course they won the last game versus Istanbul Wildcats, but they will be in a tough spot. But I believe they can do it. EU, Copium and all that shit. Mad Lions will move forward, leaving Detonation Focus Me in the dust. And finally, we get to move on to the main event group stage. How exciting. Now, firstly we have to slot the play-in teams into the groups. And there seems only to be a one way to slot the teams, because otherwise we would get overlap in regions, and that is not something Riot does. So this is how it would turn out. In Group A we have Cloud9, T1, EDG and Mad Lions. Group B includes JDG, G2, Jump1 and Chiefs Esports Club. Group C includes Rogue, Top Esports, GAM and DRX, and finally D group includes Genji, some lobster team, what the fuck was that, CFO, 100 Thieves and RNG. Alright, let's discuss Group A first. I think Group A here is the most difficult to try and predict because there is no that clear difference between the teams. I think Cloud9 will somehow ass pull their way into the knockout stage. They always have, so I have faith in them that they will do as well. But I don't think they will be the first seed. I believe that EDG will take first seed with Cloud9 coming in second. Then T1, really sad they won't make it out, poor Faker. And then finally Mad Lions comes in last. Then in Group B, I think it is pretty clear on which team comes first. It is JDG, and there is the mysterious Chiefs Esports Club here, but I don't think Kadrol's words will get them any farther than this, so they won't make it out. So then it is battle between G2 and Damwon. G2 has been the Korean Slayer for the longest time, but without perks, I don't think they can match Damwon, so Damwon comes out second, and JDG comes out first. Yes, that is Group B. Then Group C. I think it is fairly certain here as well on who takes the first seed. It's Top Esports that wins the group. But then it gets tricky between Rogue and DRX. I don't think GAM has a chance to make it out, so I will put them last. But Rogue had such a great showing at the LEC finals. I was live watching there, by the way. It was great. So I think Rogue will take the second seed, leaving DRX out of the groups. And then finally, Group D. I think it's fairly tough between Gen G and RNG, but I think RNG has the steam and comes out first, and Gen G comes out second. That's no debate, I think, if 100 Thieves or the Flying Lobster. What the fuck is that team called? Ah, Flying Oyster. Yeah, not Lobster. So, yeah. 100 Thieves and Flying Oyster don't make it out of groups. That's for certain. Now we move into the final knockout stage. Firstly, the quarterfinals. The first seeds are paired against second seeds randomly, but no two teams from the same group can be on the same side of the bracket. So here's how I randomly generated the bracket based on those rules. So, first match we have EDG versus Rogue. This will be a tough one. I have EU Copium strong in me, but I do not dare to say who wins this one. I have no idea. So, gladly, I have a solution for this dilemma. Here is my Wheel of Truth. Sadly, it is digital. I would have loved a physical wheel here, but I am poor, so this one will do. Let's see what the wheel has to say. Brrr. Oh my! I have to ask Antti. Hold on a second. Alright, I have asked Antti. Let's hope he answers fast, so this wouldn't take the whole day. In the meantime, while we wait for Antti to answer, let's go over the other quarter-final matches. There we have, JDG versus Gen G, the first seed from LPL versus the third seed from LCK. Oh man, what a matchup. Whew. This could have actually been the World's Finals, but the bracket says it goes like this, so it has to go like this. Oh man. Gen G is clearly the strongest team in the LCK. They are miles ahead of anybody else, but JDG is just barely better than the rest of the LPL. LPL is far more competitive than LCK has been now, or that's at least what my sources say. So even though this will be tough, 3-2 or something, but JDG will move on and Gen G's tournament is done. Then we have Top Esports versus Cloud9. Oh, even though I love Cloud9 ass pulling, but I think this is pretty clear that Top Esports will take this one. Maybe 3-1 or 3-0 even, maybe, but yeah, Top Esports will move on and Cloud9 is done. And then we have RNG versus Dumb One. This will be pretty tough as well, but I am fairly certain that RNG is the stronger team and they will move on. Maybe 3-2-1 or even 3-2 if it comes to it, but I think RNG moves on over Dumb One. And we have the EDG versus Rogue left, but Antti still hasn't answered. God damn it, Antti. I will spin the wheel once again. Let's see what it says now. Alright, so which has better logo wins? I think it's pretty clear. Even if you weren't an EU fan, you gotta agree. Rogue's logo is way better than EDG's, so that settles it. Rogue moves on and EDG's tournament is over. Oh yeah, then we move on to the semi-finals with 3 LPL teams and Rogue. And firstly we have Rogue versus JDG. Shit. I will swallow my pride and not spin the wheel because I think it is pretty clear that JDG is the better team. I think Rogue realistically stands no chances. I'm glad if they prove me wrong, but I think JDG moves on. 3-0 or 3-1 or something. Yeah, JDG moves on to the finals. And the second semi-final match is between Top Esports and RNG. Oh, Jesus, I have no fucking clue how this would turn out. Top Esports had the better seeding coming into Worlds, but that's pretty much everything my sources tell me, so spinny wheel time. Ooh. What happens if both teams are LPL and LPL chokes? Bro, what a fucking shitfest if both teams choke at the same time. I think that's a dilemma we cannot move forward with, so I will spin the wheel again. Which name sounds cooler wins? Is it Top Esports or Royal Never Give Up? I think this is pretty clear. Never Give Up, Royal Never Give Up sounds way cooler than Top Esports, so RNG moves forward, maybe like a close series, 3-2 or whatever. And on to the grand final! It is RNG versus JDG. An LPL showdown. Again, to clarify, I have no fucking clue on how the LPL teams match against each other. So just by knowing that RNG as an organization has been so close so many times over the years of winning the World Championship, so out of that I will give World Championship of 2022 to Royal Never Give Up. Congratulations! And if you somehow happen to have differing opinions or some complaints, you can kiss my fat ass.